Sawasdee ka. Thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88, and on NBT World. It's Wednesday, April 13th, and you're with me, Sandra Hanutsaha. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, the Prime Minister has pushed for public relations activities to help the people better understand the new draft constitution. Government spokesperson Major General Sansan Kyaokamnud said that at the weekly meeting on Tuesday, the cabinet approved a 2.99 billion baht budget for the Election Commission to organize the public referendum on the new draft constitution. Major General Sansan added that Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has also urged for rigorous PR activities to disseminate essential information related to the draft charter in order for the people to really understand what they're voting for. And in other news, the cabinet has approved a draft document for Thailand's anti-narcotics measures in 2016. Deputy Government Spokesperson Major General Wirachon Sukundapatipak said that this week's cabinet meeting approved the draft document confirming Thailand's stance on the anti-narcotics campaign in 2016, which was earlier submitted by the Ministry of Justice. The ministry has hoped that the proposed document will be utilized as a plan to control precursor substances through cooperation with neighboring countries. The regional cooperation is expected to reduce drug supply and elevate law enforcement through the sharing of information with related nations. The plan would take into consideration human rights issues and strengthen relations between all participating countries. Major General Wirachon also informed the public of other cabinet resolutions.
Cabinet today has approved Thailand taking part in the Zero Hunger Challenge, which close cooperation with the FAO. The Zero Hunger Challenge is the personal vision of Secretary General Ban Ki-moon for the world without hunger. This requires comprehensive efforts to ensure that every man, woman, and child enjoy their rights to adequate food, that women are empowered, that priority is given to family farming, and that food system everywhere are sustainable and resilient. The Zero Hunger Challenge involves investments in agriculture, rural development, decent work, social protection, and equal opportunity. For this, Thailand will develop a plan of action which will also be in line with the plan of other Asia-Pacific countries.
And Newsline correspondent Kun Sochun Lim Krieng Grai has more for us.
The Cabinet, during its meeting on March 29, 2016, acknowledged an integrated plan to prevent and reduce road accidents during the Songkran celebration. The campaign has been carried out under the slogan, Songkran Safety, Thai Culture Promote and Traffic Discipline. It aims to promote the culture of road safety and bring down casualties and the death toll. Although the campaign will continue until the end of the year, it will be heightened between 11th and 17th April 2016. The campaign comprises several measures, such as management, roads and safe travel, safe vehicles, use of roads for transportation safety, post-accident response, and law enforcement. At the same time, the Cabinet also acknowledged another campaign to promote Thainess and water saving during the Songkran celebration. The campaign has been carried out by the Minister
at the zoo. There was an animal parade and water activities for children after the opening ceremony. Another feature of the zoo's Songkran celebrations is 4 capybaras from Khon Kaen province. The animals have been on exhibit since yesterday. And that is the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Up next in our ASEAN News segment, we bring a special report on the ASEAN Fisheries Conference 2016. But first, we'll take a look at the exchange rates and also the commodity prices.
created from Thai wisdom to be served on banana leaf, and the banana tree is used for practicing Muay Thai. Muay Thai was trained in the temples, which can be found on the mountains, in the caves, or on the water, everywhere, just like Pad Thai. There are thousands of other stories to discover. Discover your amazing stories in amazing Thailand.
ASEAN Political and Security Community. Prevent being deceived. Prevent being forced. Prevent being injured. The problem of human trafficking in children, women, and labor has been increasingly severe. Thailand and the ASEAN Intergovernmental Commission on Human Rights are working together to get rid of these problems in order to be fully accepted by the international community. One vision, one identity, one community.
Welcome back to Newsline. The Department of Fisheries, or DOF, together with related agencies, will organize the ASEAN Fisheries and Aquaculture Conference and Exposition 2016.
And exchange views on the advancement of technology in fisheries and aquaculture.
The first part is the exhibition, which will draw the exhibition from the ASEAN country and also the regional fishery organization and the aquaculture industry come to this symposium, this exposition to show their advancement and technology regarding to fishery and also aquaculture. The other part is regarding to the seminar, which has been registered by the Asia Pacific country to gathering and exchange their view on the advancement and technology in fishery and aquaculture. The content of this seminar is include the governance, the sustainable fishery and aquaculture, the impact of the climate change, and also the policy regarding to the training and education of the stakeholder regarding to the fishery and aquaculture.
At the event, respected speakers from around the world will share their experiences, ideas, and perspectives on fisheries and aquaculture development. Over 1,000 participants are expected to attend the conference. The event will be held from August 4th to 6th at Bangkok International Trade and Exhibition Center, or BITEC, in Bangkok. For more information on the conference, please visit www.ASEANFishExpo2016.com. I'm Niranut Traijakwanit reporting.
Many thanks to Kun Niranut for that report. And on to other news. Phetchabun Provincial Administration has organized a press conference on campaigns against narcotics and criminal activity in the ASEAN community. The Phetchabun Deputy Governor officiated the event, which was being held for a second year at the All-Purpose Hall at the Office of the Provincial Administrative organization. The seminar is consistent with police and government policies to combine the efforts of the media, the government, and the private sector to combat drug-related activities and other crimes in the ASEAN community. Members of the press are expected to provide accurate information and alert officers about malicious activities as soon as possible. The event's organizers believe that doing so would significantly reduce crime rates and increase tourism confidence. Turning to our world news, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov called on China and Russia to take the historic opportunity to link up their development strategies for co-prosperity. Lavrov said at a meeting with reporters in Moscow ahead of his pending visits to Mongolia, Japan, and China that the strategic partnership between Russia and China is at its historical best, despite the current global economic recession having a negative impact on the economic ties between the two countries. According to the Russian foreign minister, China and Russia have strengthened their cooperation in fields such as culture, education, sports, and people-to-people exchange in order to push forward the development of the bilateral strategic partnership. Lavrov said that linking China's Belt and Road Initiative to Russia's Eurasian Economic Union, or EEU, strategy is a crucial step in enhancing the geo-economic cooperation between the two countries. He added that concrete actions have been taken to implement the agreement of link-up projects signed by the two heads of state in May last year. Latin America's largest security and defense fair has kicked off in Rio de Janeiro, gathering dozens of armed forces officials from over the world to shop off the latest gadgets in personal and military-grade defense. The International Fair of Public and Corporate Security brings together more than 100 security brands across the world, including tear gas canisters, security surveillance, and armored vehicles. A burgeoning area for security and weapons firms is terrorism. Following attacks in Belgium and Paris and coming just ahead of the Olympics later this year, security is a major concern for many in Brazil. Brazil plans to deploy around 60,000 security forces for the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, and security operations are expected to cost about 600 million reals, or $195.1 million US, according to official estimates. The figure is less than what Athens' security measures were for the 2004 Games. The event at the Rio Central Convention Center runs through Thursday. And that's all we have for you in this edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, do feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook by simply typing in NNT, and do have a look at our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. Today we say goodbye with footage from Myanmar's own water celebrations, known as the Tinyan Festival. For Newsline, I'm Sandra Hanut Saha. Have a wonderful Songkran holiday. Sawadee ka.